And we hit the teammate. Fucking rescue him like fucking clutch. Then all headshots. We heal him. Deadeye. Heal him. Look at the healer, dude. Oh. widdz here, and in today's video I'm gonna go through the new exotic M1A that came with the game this Tuesday with a new season mutiny. Yeah, if you ever wanted to play full damage and also be a healer and shoot your gun, well, this is basically what the gun does. So in this video, I'm gonna let you know how to get the gun, how it works, and go through the positive and the negatives. So if we first take a look at the gun, it's called Bittersweet. It's a classic M1A. Looks pretty good. And as you can see, it got a drum mag. So obviously it got 50 rounds. No, that's where you're wrong. It comes with 20 by default. We have 23 now because of the Stu brands it. But yeah, it comes with 20 mag size. You can see the mods here, 10 rounds and then 5% headshots. So here you have the skin for it. I don't think I want to buy this one though. Looks all right. But anyway, that is the skin for it. If you're also wondering how to get it, pretty straightforward. Level 69 in the season pass and you will get awarded with a Bittersweet. But before we get started, just a quick word from the sponsor of this month, which is the browser made for gamers called Opera GX that comes with built-in adblock and VPN. And a lot of extra features as you can see on the screen. And each download will add 10 minutes to my current subathon at Twitch. And on top of that, also give me some dollars. And actually today we got 10 extra hours just from this alone, which basically adds an additional day just for the subathon. And it takes less than a minute to download. So make sure you check the link in the description. Overall though, I think the gun is pretty good. I mean, really similar to a classic M1A. The base is pretty decent. However though, I mean, M1A was fun to use back in the day, but after playing it for a bit, yeah, I mean, it's fun for a bit, but personally, I would have hoped that the bloom would be a bit better on this. Even if you wait for it, I mean, there is, if you really pay attention here, you see it does not go where the red one is, right? Like, it's still not super tight, even if you shoot slower. But yeah, if we get to the talent, obviously, as usually, want to get out of cover damage. I have a 20 expertise, not to 30. And some of the builds I tried were not min-max. Missing like maybe 15 weapon damage and stuff like that. I just wanted to get a feel of the gun, so I could get a first impression right. But if we take a look at the talent, it's called Transfusion. So hitting headshot builds stacks, and this go up to 8. When shooting an ally or skill, you will repair them for 50% of the weapon's total damage value for each stack. So in short, you have the total weapon damage right here. You take that in half, so 328,000 is what we are healing per stack. We do some quick math, 328 times 8. Then we are around 2.6 million when it comes to healing, when it's fully stacked, which is pretty much overkill. This one is, what I have equipped right now, is fully damage focused. I'm not gonna really go through any builds or stuff like that. We'll cover, I guess, a little bit later what I use though. But it's not a build video, so keep that in mind. So as you can hear with that, you don't have to go full damage as I did here. You can definitely play some blues and not play glass cannon. But yeah, that's a huge heal. If we look at the second one, we have healed allies will also receive 50% of your repair skill bonus as a bonus armor for each stack for 10 seconds. So in this case, I'm running 60% repair skill. I have just modded it on the gear mods, just a simple way to do it, 20% each. So that will be 60%, which means that we will get 30% bonus armor per stack as well. So if you have 8 stacks, that will be 240% bonus armor to your teammate, which is freaking insane, as you can see in the gameplay. And that is only by using the gear mods. There are brand sets, there are gear sets that have that as well. One interesting one is like Cavalier, for example. You can try to make a support build around it. I think with this one, you can make like a pure support healer build. But also, what I want to do is try to do something like a damage dealer that can also heal, right? But yeah, that's basically the talent, but it doesn't stop there. So after you got 8 stacks and you heal an ally, so at maximum stacks, you will get guaranteed headshots for 8 seconds. Which is really, really good. The thing with this though, as you can see in the gameplay, you really need to time this. But in optimal, like if you get really good timing, this is amazing. Because as you can see in the gameplay, I get 8 stacks, kind of work hard for that. I heal my teammate, and then I just spam the M1A body shots, because that will count as headshots. And you can see how fast I fill up for the next 8 stacks. And then I can heal again. And it doesn't happen all the time though, but a lot of times you can really get it going and heal like crazy. And just do a lot of damage. But it is pretty hard to get to that most of the time though. But sometimes you will get it and it will feel amazing. Most of the time you will maybe be off when it comes to timing. And something it doesn't say here as well is when you go out of combat, you will lose the buff. Which I think they should change, because so many times you build up the stacks, which takes a lot of time when you don't have guaranteed headshots. Especially since the gun have a lot of bloom. And NPCs are hiding and all that, especially if you're playing legendary, which I think you should do. It can be hard to hit headshots because you can't even see their head, right? And there's a lot of robots and stuff that don't have head. So I would have loved to see that you would keep it also when out of combat. Something else that I think is extremely easy to fix, that I think is a huge negative and make it actually really annoying to play this gun. And actually before that, the gun bugs quite a lot as well. So you have to swap to like the pistol and back to it. Because it just randomly decides to not give you the stack. So you would have to swap the gun and swap back. Which definitely makes it even more annoying to play, right? But back to what I wanted to say. So when you hit the first shot, you can see in the middle there, you can see that you trigger the buff. And you see it in the center of the screen. Right there, right? Which is good. But why do you need to know that you have 1 stack? Like the main issue is, like you see I'm building up stacks now. You can see it right here. And if you're playing in a group and you have the companion and all, you're gonna have a lot of buffs. So now we got it max. But when you get max, there's nothing that indicates that you have the buff max. So you have to like try to aim for the head and beam and stay alive and all. And then you also have to look at the buff to see when you are at 8 stacks. And then you can heal a teammate and then you just go body shot and like hopefully just keep the stacks up, right? But after playing this for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours, maybe even more, that was definitely one of the biggest downsides with this. Like you need a indicator so you know that you have 8 stacks. Because if you shoot it without having 8 stacks, you're gonna make it so much harder to build stacks again. Like, I think the way to play it is to always go for 8 stacks. Yes, you can heal, and heal pretty good amount as well, and give them bonus armor when you have even 2-3 stacks. But to make, like, the gun really shines when you get the guaranteed headshots. Which personally, I think 8 head... Like, I would think that I have a pretty okay aim, even though it's not as good as it used to be. But, like, hitting 8 shots, it can take quite some time. And especially, as I said, on Legendary. Which is where I think the gun will be played and in group. And 8 headshots, it's quite a lot to ask for. I would have liked to seen it being a bit lower. And even though I do like that part of the gun, it would also be nice to feel like you could heal people even if you're not at max stacks. Which you can do, but as I said, I don't think you should. Because the big part is here. You get the 8 stacks and then you get 8 seconds where you can just get guaranteed headshots and just spam body. And then something else that I hopefully will show you in the gameplay that I felt like was a bit of an issue. And I mean, that comes to Division being a cover-based shooter. So teammates would be low HP. And you had your 8 stacks ready, but they are behind cover. And when they are behind cover, you can't heal them. Right? So, I mean, in a perfect world, you would like press a button and that would swap and shoot the heal. Like penetrate through here and shoot the heal, right? But we don't have anything like that in Division. And sure, if you play in a group with communication, you can deal with it. But when you're playing, which probably most people are, when they are playing in group, they play random matchmaking. It is kind of rough to heal them if they are not visible to you. And especially when you use a rifle, you're probably not gonna sit on top of your teammates. But I think that is the biggest downsides that I feel like with the gun. Other than that, I think the concept like doing damage and healing with a gun like that, I think that is hella cool. But there is definitely some stuff here that I would like to see improve to make it more viable and more used. And I played this solo and I played some random matchmaking and legendaries. And a lot of times I would have issues to keep myself up when I played like full damage on it, because you can't heal yourself with it. So it would be interesting to try this. I mean, imagine a full 4-man group and all 4 have it. Or even just having 2 people with this and you can heal each other. I think that would be pretty sick. And if we take a look quick at like a build I tried. This was one of them. This was like with full damage. So vigilance. You can see the repair skill mods for the bonus armor. Worth to note as well, like I think it's enough to just have 1 or even 2 repair skill mods. Because they, I mean, 240% bonus armor is obviously insane, but it might be a bit overkill, right? But yeah, 2-piece Providence for crit chance, going crit chance and crit damage. First thing I did try was headshot damage though, but I think just having crit is the way. Swadovska for mag size and rifle damage. Box sprayers for auto cover damage and rifle damage, right? Zeska crit chance. And then of course a shield and revive hive. But I did try some different versions as well. I don't think I saved them though, but I went a bit more blue, so took away Providence, tried some Memento, tried some Kafaris, just getting some more blues in so you could actually have some survivability. And taking away glass cannon, I even used beacon a bit, the new exotic. But yeah, maybe in the future I will have a build for this gun. Conclusion though, I think it was really fun way to play. But the gun itself, I just wish it had a little bit better accuracy. Because a lot of times it feels like you're just not hitting headshots. Like now it looks like it's a beam, but I feel like a lot of times you will not hit, especially if you shoot a bit faster. And I also feel like if I have issue with that, then I'm definitely not alone with feeling that. And then of course, best use with it will be legendary and in group. And that's also when the NPCs are hardest to hit. I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, with a companion, you can play this solo, right? And just like try to just go for this. All hits guaranteed headshots, right? But I feel like not using this in a group with the healing is just wasted. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video with the first impression of Bittersweet. Let me know what you guys think about this gun. And I think, as I said earlier, I think there should hopefully be like some insane builds you can do with this. And yeah, I'm still live at twitch.tv/widdz with the Twitch drops. So if you want to tune in and get those, you can do that with the subathon. And I will see you guys, yeah, either there or in the next YouTube video.